Well, the first quarter 2023 US earnings season is now underway. Want to know more? Keep watching. Hello, I'm David and this is Trading Today. Yes, we've had some results from some big financial institutions and some even bigger banks prior to the open of the US stock exchange today. Starting out with the financial institutions, first of all, we heard from PNC Financial. We also heard from BlackRock, both strong earnings per share and small misses or flat on in terms of revenues. Nevertheless, the share prices of both are firmer this morning. PNC currently up around 1.3%. BlackRock up about 1.6%. Now let's move over onto the banks. First of all, Wells Fargo and Citigroup, both strong revenues, strong earnings per share, in both cases better than expected, and the shares have risen as a result. We've got Wells Fargo up around 3.2% at the moment. We've got Citigroup up around 2.5%. Now, saving the best to last, JP Morgan, very strong earnings per share, very strong revenues, both decent, really good beats from what the market was expecting, and we saw the shares shoot up 6% in the immediate aftermath of that news. In addition to that, we've heard from the CEO of JP Morgan, Jamie Dimon, who has actually said that he sees the US economy really generally on a healthy footing, although he has warned that there have been and there could be further stresses in the banking sector. Now, however, on that, JP Morgan have announced that they see that the income from interest being a very strong factor going forward for the rest of the year, and that's one of the things which helped to lift the share price. Now, all the big banks have made money from these higher interest rates, and bear in mind that crisis that we had in the regional banks, where we saw the failure of the Silicon Valley Bank, Signature Bank and Silvergate Bank, money has flowed into the bigger banks because of that. So they've seen deposits come in. However, there are also signs that money has actually come out of the banking sector altogether and gone into higher yielding but riskier assets such as cryptos. Not in huge amounts, but nevertheless significant amounts. Now, there have been concerns that this banking crisis could weigh on things going forward. First of all, the FOMC this week, in minutes of its last monetary policy meeting, they did say that it could lead to a recession further on in the year, and undoubtedly the feeling is that it's going to lead to more difficulty in companies getting credit from the banks and tighter lending standards. So these are all things that could weigh on economic growth going forward, and it is probably that and the worries of recession which are persuading investors that although we'll see one more rate hike in May, the Federal Reserve will then go on pause and may even start cutting later in the year. Thank you very much for watching. Do bear in mind, of course, we've got more bank results next week in the forms of Goldman Sachs, Bank of America, and who else have we got? We've got Morgan Stanley as well. But thank you for watching. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please like and follow, and best of luck with your trading. Goodbye.